Drinking my plexus. Here goes my first YouTube tutorial, and Sailor is not asleep anymore because it took me forever. I had to go to town. Shh. You can't. I'm recording something. Go back in there and watch me do me, okay? Unless you want to sit here and just watch me, you can't talk, okay? Anyway, I decided to go ahead and just do a makeup look for you guys, and I'm probably going to do a smoky eye. So, and I'm going to do my full, like, what I do every day kind of thing. Not every day, but when I, like, get made up once a month. Okay, so first, I usually use, so I've already cleansed my face, and I have moisturized everything. And so first, I usually put on a primer. And this is, got this in a sample with some stuff from Sephora. I think it's Too Faced Primed Poreless Pure, which is a primer for sensitive skin. And my skin's not so sensitive, but as you can see, I have some like hyperpigmentation spots. And I also have, it's lovely, skin tags on my eyes, which I've had removed at least once before. I had like 30 or 40 removed, and they just grow back. And the so I need to get them removed again. But the dermatologist said they were just hereditary. Or I've also used in the past Smashbox primer, and also have this Large Yellow primer that my mother gave me. It's spackle. So I think I'm gonna try this new Too Faced stuff. So put the primer on back of your hand, I guess, like so. I mean, that's so like kind of a no-brainer, isn't it? And this really will be like the worst YouTube tutorial in the history of mankind. I'm sorry. I'm not a professional, and my crap is just all thrown up here, so if it seems really thank you, Sailor. If it seems really disorganized, it is going to be just like I am. Nothing. Go play, okay? So anyway, so we let that dry for just a minute. And the reason I'm making these is, I don't know, I'm a cosmetologist, so even before that, I've always loved hair and makeup. I guess it's kind of runs in my family. My mother is a Southern lady that never leaves the house without any makeup on, ever. So, I don't know, I guess she's kind of the one that started my love for makeup and hair and stuff. Her and my grandmother and my aunts and stuff. And, so I just have had tons of people, and a lot of women my age that I'm friends with on Facebook all over the world actually ask me, or, just make comments like, oh crap, I wish you lived closer so you could do my eyes or whatever. And I feel like I've amped my makeup skills up a little bit because I haven't worked in the salon for probably 5+ years. And I have, for the last 4 years, watched hours and hours and hundreds of hours of YouTube tutorials, like my favorite beauty gurus. So anyway, here we go. I got this in Manhattan, at the Sephora in Times Square, but I just wanted to try this Kat Von D Lock-It foundation, and the color is medium 52, and it probably is a little bit darker than what I will stay at because I just got back from a cruise, and I usually am pretty ivory, pretty fair because I try to stay out of the sun. But I'm also gonna mix some of this Laura Mercier, and it is Silk Cream Foundation. Everything's backwards, I know, isn't it? Or maybe I'm just seeing it backwards and you'll see it right. I'm gonna mix a little bit of this because this one's a little bit lighter, and this is in the color Rose Ivory. And I'm taking a foundation brush from Sigma. It's the Sigma Flat Kabuki brush. And I'm just going to, and don't mind if I get my little granny mirror from who knows when, like 1975, and kind of look in that while I'm doing it, okay? So this is like my favorite ever foundation brush. I just love it. So I don't know why it just seems to give like a really flawless finish. And I think you can get Sigma brushes online at sigma.com. But anyway, they have almost every brush to mimic the MAC brushes, but they're like probably, I don't know, they're like a fraction of the price. So anyway, that seems to be like a little bit of a good color, maybe a teensy light for what I am right now. No, I don't think it is. I think we'll warm it up with some like blush and bronzer and stuff. And I have no idea how long. I've never really made a long video on my webcam on my computer, so I have no idea whenever this video will stop. If it does, then I'll just do a second one and post both of them. You hear Sailor in there playing. So anyway, I have this foundation brush. If you also, a couple other things that I use to apply my foundation quite often is the Beauty Blender. If any of you use that, you can either dampen this or use it dry. I need to wash all of my crap. See how it's kind of dirty. But I use that, and there's also a really good foundation brush that you can get at Ulta. And sometimes Walmart carries this brand, but it's Real Techniques. It's made by the Chapman sisters, are the ones that and they're Pixie Woo on YouTube. So I really love this one too, this foundation brush. But anyway, so there's my foundation, and then I've been using lately this Dream Wonder, just from Maybelline. It's the new Dream Wonder. It's the new. It's not the old stuff, but it's the new Dream Wonder powder, and it's in color Porcelain Ivory. See, I told you I usually am really pretty fair, but we just got back from a cruise to the Bahamas, and I tanned a little bit and tan a bit. I hate to say that and admit it, because I'm 39, and that's not cool. But anyway, I tanned a little bit in the tan bed so I wouldn't burn at the beach just a few times, and then being on the beach, I don't know, I tanned and I got a spray tan. Anyway, so I'm like, really, to anyone else, I probably just still look fair, but to me, it's a little bit darker. So anyway, and this is also a big powder brush that I got from Ulta. I love it, and it's also the Real Techniques brand by the Pixie Woo sisters. Okay, so next I usually do my blush. This is also a Real Techniques brush. I love this one too. See how it's kind of tapered at the end? It kind of tapers. Anyway, it's pretty cool. And there's a lot of blushes that I like. I use ones from the drugstore, but my all-time favorite blush is NARS Orgasm. I love it. It's kind of a peachy pink, and it has like sparkly flecks of gold in it, kind of. I don't know, I just like it a lot. So just kind of dab that on my cheeks. Look at my old lady here. Don't you love that? I don't even know where I got this at. Maybe it was my grandmother's once. I don't know. Isn't that crazy? And sometimes I feel like, I don't know, back in the day, we used to wear a lot of blush. Like that was the in thing, you know. You just kind of did your foundation, and then you blushed it up back in the 90s. And a lot of times I will try to not do that and not over blush my, put too much blush on, and then I'll get out somewhere and I'll take a picture of myself or see an image, see a reflection, and look, it feels like I put on a ton of blush and I really did it, So, anyway, that's one of my favorites. I always just do it this way. I do my blush, my foundation, my powder, my blush, and then my bronzer. Okay. And for bronzer, I'm going to use, I don't know. I think I'm going to use, let's see, this NYC Sunny is a really good, cheap, like $3.99, $2.99 bronzer that you can get probably at Walmart or at Walgreens or Kmart, or I think they're at Kmart. But it's in Sunny, and all of the makeup gurus say it's like one of the best bronzers, especially that you can get like at the drugstore. I either use this a lot because it doesn't have any shimmer in it, and it really is not too dark for really anybody. Anybody can pretty much use it unless you're really, really dark skinned. And then I also use this NARS Laguna bronzer. It's a little bit darker, but it doesn't have any shimmer in it as well. So we'll go on with the bronzer. This is my new bronzing brush from Real Techniques. Sorry, kind of obsessed. So with the bronzer, you just kind of find your cheekbone And I go up around my hairline. Do the other side. To do a little bit of contouring so we can see those cheekbones, and you don't really have a trouble seeing mine. Not, I guess when I'm fatter, you can't see when I'm as fat as this. You can't see them as well as when I'm thinner. But no, close the door, please. Where are you gonna go? You can't go golfing. No, go get your golf clubs and go in there and play on your golf course. Let me turn lights on in there. Okay, I'm coming. So, and then I kind of go to my neck as well, and a lot of times I don't feel also. I feel like I have a heavy hand, but then when you get it all blended out, I really didn't. So see, your long thumb. Well, go. You can't do that golf with your gloves anyway. Just go do your gloves for a little while, okay? I mean, go do your golf for a little while, okay? Okay. So next we are going to, and then I'll blend it out just a teensy bit with my big fluffy brush. Next, we're going to do some eyes. Okay. So usually, especially as you get older, you know, it gets harder. Well, actually, I don't know about older. I mean, if they had eyelid primer back in the day when I was in my 20s, I'd probably use it then too, because it just helps your eyelids, your eyeshadow stay on better. But let's see, there are a couple things that I use for my eyelids. I either use this is like a MAC and paint. This is the MAC paint pot, which is like kind of like a primer. It also gives you like when you put it on your eyes, it gives you kind of like just a blank canvas, you know, where it kind of like, you know, if you have any like veiny spots or any dark spots in your eyes. This one is in Painterly. I think I use that a lot before I put my eyeshadow on. I also use, I have a big one of these, but this is a sample, Urban Decay. If I don't want anything, this is just like, see, it just is like the Urban Decay Primer Potion. Doesn't really give you a color, really, kind of just is a primer. And then I also, and I have them almost in every color, and I love these, are the Maybelline 24-hour tattoo. And I wear these, like, they are a color. Like, this is called Barely Branded. So this is like a shimmery, like, creamy color, but it also works really good. It's like very, very similar. I mean, maybe not the exact consistency, but it's like similar to one of the MAC paint pots. And I have it in black and purple and teal, and you know, and so if you use it under certain eyeshadow, you know, if you want a certain look, it will also make, not only will your eyeshadow stay, it'll make your eyeshadows pop better. So I think I'm going to put a little bit of this on, the Barely Branded. And where are my eyeshadow brushes? And my little brush kit. So here we go. I'm going to put a little bit of this on. And I'm going to do a light eyelid. So just put that on, like right up until you get to your crease. Okay. And then put it on the other eye. Here comes Sarah's pitter pat. So this is just going to give me a little bit more zing when I put a light color over it, and it's also going to help, you know, I guess it has double duty now that I have the Urban Decay eyelid primer underneath, but here it is. So isn't that pretty? So a lot of times, I mean, you just wanted to wear, a lot of times people will just wear one of these by itself. I mean, they're not meant to be, I don't guess they were intended to be like that eyelid primer. They're just like cream eyeshadows, but I love these. Love them, love them. And they're like probably $7 at Walmart or any drugstore. So I have every color of those for sure. And then we'll do just a little bit of blending out. I need to wash all of my my makeup, my eyelid brushes, my makeup brushes. And so we're just gonna blend that out a little bit. Sailor, don't go in Daddy's room, please. And then I have the Naked palette, I have the Naked 2 palette, I have the Naked 3 palette, I have palettes from Lorac, I have Urban Decay, I have a couple more Urban Decay palettes besides that. I have MAC palettes, I have MAC eyeshadows, but I wanted to do it. I'll look with just something that you can get at the drugstore, and this is the Maybelline New York, I don't even know what they're called, and this is in, I don't know, I tore it off. I don't know, it's these little 3, and it's really, really neutral, so it's like, has a really light color, and then, anyway, it's just really nice, and it blends out very well. So, I think it was, I don't even know what it was called, I tore the other half of it off, so I can't see the name, I'm so dumb. Something satin, I don't know, I can't remember, I don't remember what it was called. So, I used it yesterday, and I really liked it. So, anyway, let's put on some eyeshadow. So a lot of times as a almost 40 person, I might wear a little bit of a shimmer on my eye. But let's say, so this is a little shimmery, what I'm putting on right now, okay? If I put on a shimmery something on my lid, I will make sure that just to kind of tone it down, I will almost always, sometimes I just get crazy because I don't care how old I am. But I will almost always put a matte eyeshadow in the crease, just to kind of tone it down a little bit. So just pack that on, pat it on, really good. See how pretty that is? I mean, you could really just go like that, but I don't. Dude, be nice. He's a stupid baby. That's not nice at all. And then we're just gonna blend out a little bit. Blend out the lines a little bit. And you also, I just put that going up to the crease, maybe just a teensy bit above it, because it doesn't really matter. When I get my crease color in there, it'll cover it up or whatever. Okay, so now we're going to use the darkest color in this palette. It's really pretty. It's kind of like a taupe. It's pretty. It's kind of light. But I'm going to darken it up. Don't you worry. I could wear a smoky eye, whether it be nighttime or like 6 o'clock in the morning. Because that's just, I don't know, I just like the dark smoky eye. Look at Sarah. You see? It's so cute. So I'm putting that in the crease. What? Holy smoke. Holy smoke, baby? No way. That's not nice. See what I'm doing? You all see what I'm doing? I'm sorry. I'm not good at this. See, it's good. Just getting a little bit of a definition. And that's how we're starting to build our eye. Look at it. Yay! Look at all my, I need to get Botox bad. Look at my wrinkles on my forehead. Like, I have like frown lines from the last few years.
I don't love this baby.
You don't love this baby?
I don't love this baby.
Okay, well, go put her in the trash. He has one of the girls, American Girl dolls. Go put her in the trash. She doesn't want to wake up. She wants to go to sleep.
No.
And then we'll do another little blending out. And I got this blending brush, and I have tons of brushes, I'm telling you. But I got this double-ended brush. It's like from their studio line or something, just from Walmart. And I really like it. It doesn't shed or anything. Okay, okay. Oh, it did. It's nice. Take it in there for a minute, okay? Well, just, you can sit here. Just don't talk loud, okay? Just don't talk loud, okay? Just don't talk loud, okay? I need to hurry it up. It's almost 20 minutes. It's ridiculous. You talk soft? Okay. Now I'm going to use one of my pigments that I got from Unique. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to use a really, what am I going to use? I'm going to use, probably a lot of y'all have this. This is just Lorac palette. that I got a while back. It's called Solid Gold. I don't know. I'm going to use the really dark. It's kind of like a gunmetal, kind of a blackish color. And I'm going to use that to go in my crease. Or not my crease, in my outer V. Sailor, stop talking so loud or you're going to have to go in the other room. Seriously, I'm trying to do something, okay? I'm almost finished, okay? Okie dokie. Oh, yeah. You have to be, a lot of times, this, I should have been a little bit, used a little less, a little bit easier handed with that black. Plus, I'm looking into a very dirty mirror, so I can't really see what I'm looking at. Do you see that? How I did kind of an outer V? Do you see that? And you could bring it in a little bit. We're going to have to blend that black out. You see that? So let's use this to blend it out this time. Blend in it, blend in it, blend in it. Sailor? Blend it out, blend it out. Okay, I'm going to start this. I have to stop this video and go get him entertained and I'll come back. I'm sorry. So we're to this point. You see that? It's starting to look cute, isn't it? Starting to look nice. I'm going to put on your cartoons and you go sit in there, okay? For just a minute. Just because. Okay, so I will be back in just a second. And we'll finish the eyelid, the eyeliner, the mascara, and the lips.